What's good, people? It's Jay Spivey. So if you haven't heard, there's this amazing app, and it's the easiest way for you to make your podcast, and it's free. All right, so let me explain. It has all the creative tools that allow you to edit your podcast the right way, right from your phone or your computer, and it allows you to distribute your podcast to all the major platforms like Apple and Spotify and many, many more. All right? You can literally make money with little to no listeners. Like, how dope is that? All you got to do is go to anchor.fm to get started. Go check it out. Yo. What's going on, y'all? I guess I wanted to record an episode on my way home in traffic. And this episode, it's not scripted. It's kind of just right off the dome. I kind of just, with the things that's going on right now, just had it on my heart. But I wanted to give a shout out to the families of the young individuals that took their life during the COVID shutdowns, from just being cooped up in the house and not being able to live a regular life. It was a couple families, one in particular that I actually read in detail about, but I know it was a couple families that throughout America, or probably throughout the world, that took their life. And we're talking about high school kids because of this shutdown. And that's what this episode is about my baby brother, but it's about every kid that is been working to kind of get back on their feet since all of this has been happening. And I know it's been a lot. I know it's been mentally draining for a lot of the younger generation. And I know it kind of like, it sucks. So it's kind of, the crazy thing is, I kind of gotta say, I'm not sure where the world is going. I'm not sure where the world is going, but I know for certain that things aren't going to be the same as they used to, but that doesn't mean that I get to, and it's not even me, but it's like, I'm not about to let my brother slip through the cracks because he feels, alone, or like nobody's listening, or that the world is over, because I feel like that's kind of what the feeling is, because those are some of the feelings that I felt like, I feel like the whole planet is about to like blow up any day or something. So I know, if I feel like that, I know, just seeing my brother and how he reacted this past probably, year? Almost year and a half, just seeing how he responded to it, it let me know that I wanted to start working on content to kind of talk to the younger people. But it's kind of like, I remember when I was 17, you know what I mean, not really wanting to listen to too many opinions. So I kind of understand, and I try to talk to my brother, and I tell him, I'm like, hey, like, you about to be grown. I'm not about to micromanage you. I'm going to tell you what's up. I'm going to tell you the deal. I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'm going to tell you how to stay out of bad situations, but, it's pretty much all up to you. You know what I mean? And at least I'm able to give him the information that he needs and let him know that, you know, this is what better men do, this is what smart men do. This is how you're supposed to move. You know what I mean? And I know it's crazy because it's like, it's my baby brother. He didn't have the best example of some of the things he's going to really need to be successful in this world. And it sucks to see because it's like I'm trying to build myself up still while noticing my brother is so close in age while I'm building myself up. It's like I can't let him slip through the cracks, you know? And I just want to say it's like it gets back into just kind of finding what you love about life. And you know, even the youngsters can do some of this stuff. Like as long as you can still do what you're passionate about, I really think there is no reason to frown unless you're hungry. Like if you ate today, you shouldn't have any more worries. And that's my brother, he's kind of I'll consider him a special kid, and I don't know if he's a special kid just because of what I've been. I'm not saying like I have a direct you know, it's like, you know what I mean, like pretty much I networked for him very heavy when he was a young kid. So I tried to make sure I put my brother in an extremely good situation, but it was pretty much up to him to kind of take these opportunities that I have pretty much gotten for him and use them. You know what I mean? That's not up to me. So it's like a lot of what happened prior to the virus and then the shutdown, it was pretty crazy. But then I pretty much saw my brother's mind just melt away, and that was pretty much, you know, it was really hard, but I know it was pretty much because they couldn't get into the gym. But that's somebody he doesn't understand. That's somebody, if the NBA has a lockdown and they can't play, what do you think the best NBA players are doing? Still finding ways to get into the gym, still finding ways to work on their game. They may not have that's something, you know, if you have money, you have access to a court. But let's just say you don't have access to a court. Does that mean you stop working on your ball handling skills? Does that mean you stop doing sprints on the court? They took, you know what I mean? Because they took away the courts. They took away the parks. Not the parks, but they pretty much they took the rims down, or they put chains up, or they put bars up on the rims. So that's why it was a lot of stuff that was just like, it was kind of like demoralizing to a young kid. It's like, I can't even go to the park to hoop because it's like, I don't want to get sick. So I know it's like, you know, I see both sides of it, and I know it was difficult, but then that still doesn't mean we get to like take a break. Because that's why I was telling him, the bills didn't stop, rent didn't stop. There's a lot of things in this world that certain people thought was like gonna stop things from going on, but no. You know, you still got to pay bills. You know, rent still due. You can still get evicted. You know, the world is still going on, no matter how trash we feel personally. And that's why that's why I'm kind of more on the understanding of, I feel like a lot of schooling is kind of trash, because when it comes to like the mental, it's like, okay, no, you still got to do this, you still got to do this, you still got to do this. Okay, but I'm not feeling good. Can I take a break? And it's like, nah. You get this time frame to finish, you know what I mean? Get this time frame to finish classes. You need to do this by the end of the year. And that's why my brother, he just put himself And the funny thing is, I told him I was going to talk about this. I told him, I was just like, hey, I was like, I talk about my life, so you're either going to be something people laugh about, or you're going to be like, dang, like, his baby brother is working pretty hard. Like, he's a good dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he really out here doing his stuff. Or they're going to be making fun of you. They don't say, what the hell is he doing? And, he wasting his time. But I told him I pretty much wanted to explain to him pretty much that honestly people might say you get all these opportunities, and it's like, our parents are supposed to put us in better opportunities that possibly they have through connections and whatnot. But realistically speaking, like, if you want to be a self-made man, you got to go out and you kind of got to put in the work. And that's my brother, that's why I feel like I remember when he actually used to put in the work, and then it turned into him kind of looking like he was being lazy. And when I look at my brother, I see myself a lot of the time. So I tried to maneuver through this world, not protecting my brother, but I wanted to make sure that he didn't, honestly, it's some souls on this planet that, like they're your siblings or your children. That's my daughter. I want her to stay precious. So there's a lot of things I'm just like, damn, like I wish things could be a little bit better. I wish we had a little bit more money. And that's when I stopped turning into a wish, and I started wanting to do it myself. That's when I told my brother, I don't tell it to him to brag, or I don't tell it to him to be like, oh, like, this is what I did for you. You need to repay me by working hard. But I told my brother, I probably put almost 20 grand into your basketball. That's like, and that, that's not including schooling. But I'm just like, you're my boy, and I feel like, your dad, like personally, your dad might not want that for you. He might only want to just provide for you and then call it quits and, leave it alone. And okay, now I'm 18, now you're 18, now you can do things yourself. But for me, I've always wanted to just make sure that he gets out of here, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when I was ready to leave and I was trying to get up out of here, and I was just so ready to go, but like, God has a plan. God has a plan for all of us, and I was so in a rush to get up out of here that I was probably, I feel like I was more meant to benefit my brother, and not necessarily benefit him, but I feel like part of my journey was to make sure that he gets up out of here as well as I do. And I know that's not everybody's feeling, you know what I mean? And the crazy thing is, that can definitely be like a trauma because of what happened to me as a child. But I'm definitely interested and I stick to just finishing what I started. And that's my baby brother. He's almost 18. He's almost a grown man now. So I don't mind giving to him to make sure that he has a better life than what we saw, because it's definitely doable and it's definitely right there in our grasp.